I believe we're live. Oh, I'm gonna really quickly shove this thing on for branding. Now I can officially say we're live. Alright, yo. I'm gonna change the thumbnail of this because, well, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I change the thumbnail? And also just a fair warning. We are going to my new recording studio in a minute, so I'm gonna have to mute until I get to the stairs. I'm just gonna upload a thumbnail, then we're going right up to the new recording studio, yo. Alright, so we're uploading the thumbnail, and now we're gonna go right up to the new recording studio. So I'm gonna mute for a couple seconds, till I get up to the top of the stairs. Alright, we're back, and we're upstairs too with my cat. Alright, there we go. New recording studio. Yeah, this is gonna be the new recording studio in like 4 months or whenever we get up to work up here. So yeah, we're up here. We're in brand new recording studio. I could see the water temperature out there. It's 79 degrees, which isn't terrible considering how cold it's been recently. But yeah, my cat's on the floor outside of here. So yeah, I did just put up the thumbnail and I did get up to the new recording studio. Oh, I should add the banner really quickly. So yeah, I did finally get the keyword to start working. So type 92 and your channel link shall be dropped. I'll show you. Somebody type 92, right? I'm gonna click chat because I'm on studio right now and I'm on my phone. And it should drop. At least I think it should. Yep, it should drop. So yeah, if you want, you can type 92 in the chat and your link shall be dropped. Anyways, with enough of that rambling, we're just up here in the brand new recording studio. If you want, I'll show you guys guns. Oh, I just tripped on something. Let's go. I'm also up here with my cat. It's like maybe 70 degrees up here. The walls are paper thin, so it's not really well insulated. Yeah, but welcome into the chat, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day. The recording studio is coming along nicely, and I hope it's to be up here before spring of next year. That's when I want to be up here, yo. What's going on, Co-Ro? Just a quick reminder, if I'm doing my mobile streams, I'm going to be up here in the recording studio because my room's right below here, and I get better internet connection on the second floor than on the first floor. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's definitely going to need a little bit of work up here, and this is like the only finished room up here. Yeah, the studio is going to also be my bedroom soon. What my goal is to do is they're going to be like a dip in the ceiling. I'll show you. You see that right there? That's going to be where my bed is going to be. And then the windows over here right in front of that place is where the setup is going to go. That's where I'm going to put it right in front of the window. So if the chickies are out there, I can look out the window and I can make sure they're doing good. The windows are going to need to be repaired though. They're pretty old. There's a closet in here as well. That's probably where I'm going to put all my gear. And I think there's room in here for some other things as well. It would definitely be a nice studio setup, especially considering that like the only available room for me right now is a closet. That's how I'm making my videos, yo. This is gonna be the future setup, I think. I hope at least this will be the future setup. So yeah. Anyways, enough talking about the studio. We're trying to reach 4,000 watch hours, and we can't just be talking about recording studios if we're trying to reach 4,000 hours. I'm not doing a review because why would I do a review on a recording studio? I think I got like 2 product reviews right now going through my Gmail. I just gotta order them on Amazon so I can do a product review and I get my first ever sponsorship. That's what I'm trying to get right now. Yeah, great view of the chickens would definitely be good. I'll show you the view. he's at least somewhat decent. So you get to like look out the window, and then you can see the chickies. You know, the chickies want to keep safe, the pet flock or the farm flock. And we're moving the farm flock right now down to around the lower yardish. That's where we're moving them. Yep, be sure to hit the like when you come in. Supposedly, if you get 50 likes on a stream, it starts to be pushed out, and it's been proven by a fellow channel. I don't think I'll ever reach 50 likes on the stream, but if I do, that would be really cool. Oh, I just figured I'd give you a quick little update on our 24-hour stream. It's not yet scheduled. If you do want to request a part in it, I have posted a community poll where you can have a 2-hour session to yourself. If it's overnight, then you're just going to see a road cam. If it's during the day, you're going to see like a chicken cam, or maybe even a cat camera if she's up here. She likes to spend a couple hours here and there. Oh, you know what? I forgot to drop the invite link in the chat. That's a one-way ticket to not having an entertaining chat tonight. Yeah. Oh, where is it? I've already forgotten where everything's located because it's been a little while since I've done a stream. How's the audio quality coming in? Because I'm using my new phone, which is already cracked. You know, that's how good I am at having phones, man. First one broke because I cracked it. Second one broke because, well, it just broke randomly. It's a refurbished model. And this one's already broken because I dropped it. Let's go. Where is that? Oh, it's under here. I'm sorry. I have to go through like 30 different menus to get to the stream invite link. But there we go. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw the view out of the window properly, but like it's dark, but you can see a view of stuff like the pool and chickens and all that other fun stuff. There's also a secondary window. It's a lot smaller. And then it'll be really funny if I just put a skylight right above my head. You know, that would be a really funny addition. It's a great way to get up at like 5 in the morning. But if a bird sits on top of that and starts chirping, oh yeah, it's gonna be rough. That's gonna suck. But I don't know if we'll do it or not. We're still planning all this stuff, so right now the main goal is making sure the chickens stay alive and making sure that one chicken inside in the farm flock is not. I mean, it's not a rooster. She better not be a rooster. At least I hope she isn't a rooster. It'd be really cool if we had a fan in here, yo. It's so hot. But I figured I'd just test this out of here just to make sure. I have my entire green screen set up here as well. It's dusty since I haven't used it in a little while, but I have it up here. Yeah, you're up here. We know. But why is there a random keyboard on the ground over here? That's weird. But yeah, it's a weird place up here. There's literally an entire basketball hoop in here, bro. Like, who would actually put that up in like a bedroom? That'd be funny though. All right, I'm going back in the studio. Yeah, the vegetable collecting video didn't do as good as I expected it to do. I literally went to a fellow channel and literally almost copied the entire title except add a little bit of spin to it and removed a couple words. And I even made a similar thumbnail. Only difference is that I have my face in it and didn't even do it. Got like 21 or something like that views. Didn't do as I would have expected it to do. I expected that one to be the one that hit, but no, it didn't. But 2 videos did finally hit. Actually, 3. One of them was the video I did on why chickens are underrated. Another one was when your chicken lays its first egg. Those are 2 very searchable videos. The first one got most searches from chickens, just chicken documentaries, because I included that as one of the tags. The second one got views from because it's this time of year and people are like, yo, why don't my chickens lay their eggs? The weird thing is these all had a blow up over the course of like 2.5 hours, and then they just died. They're sort of like shorts, except to a much lesser extent. If that was a short, that would, instead of being like 93 views, that would be like 9,300 views. If that was a short. Only difference is that took like 2 days to blow up. So I'm trying to like rebrand a little bit over here. Yeah. If I were to concur with that, I'd say, yeah, I'm an okay channel at least. I at least know what I'm doing. I know my stuff, so And if I don't know something about something, I just look it up and get the information. So yeah, I'm trying to make my videos more searchable. I'll tell you, a third video that hit the search recently is one of my videos from last year talking about chickens during hurricanes. That one magically got like 17 views in the last 48 hours. I don't know what it was. Every time there's a hurricane, during Hurricane Ian from last year, that one got like 300 views from that one. Then there was some occasional kicks whenever there'd be like a typhoon in the Western Pacific or like something like that. And now that there's going to be a hurricane out in California, there's already a lot of searchable things from there because people want chickies. And like, what do I do? It's a common question. All of the two most searched things are hurricane vlog and chickens. So, yeah, but it does have like 36 likes, so I'm not complaining or anything like that. So I was just petting my cat. She's literally lying right here in the middle of the floor doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. So, if anybody wants to hop up, there's the invite link. I had to go through 5 menus to find it. Tonight, I would prefer if there weren't any loud sounds or music tonight. Like, I've been just like, yeah. I mean, like, school starts up in like 2 days, 3 days for me. So I'm trying to make sure I get everything done before then. School starts up on the 23rd, which is going to suck. Yeah. Nonstop, say like me. I don't know if you felt the earthquake. I didn't feel anything because I'm on the other side of the country. I think the only time I ever felt an earthquake was in 2020 when there was like a 2.9 or 3. Actually, I think it was almost 4 just off the coast of Rhode Island. That was the one time I think I ever felt an earthquake. And all it did was it just like shook some things off my desk. Like it did the classical shaking some dishes off your desk type of thing over here. It was like a very minimalistic type of shake. And then yeah, that was like, and then like 2 days later we then had a hurricane. And I still remember that hurricane. And you want to know what was crazy about that one? That one got just so much rain. No, there was just so much wind in that one. There was no rain. Absolutely no rain. Like, we needed the rain at that point, and whenever we kept crying for rain, and there looked like there'd be a nice supply of rain from the hurricane, we got like a quarter of an inch of rain and all wet. It sucked. Especially having to suffer like 6 days and with no power, no internet connection. That sucked royally. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it was a 5.0, 5.1. I don't really remember. All I remember is that it was above 5. Well, that thing scared me. I saw like something over there, and then I was like, "Oh boy, what was that?" And it was my cat. So yeah, she's gonna go outside and scaring the chickens. If you want to know one thing about cats is that they don't typically kill chickens because they're too big. Although, since chickens have a fear of cat-like animals, my cat enjoys scaring them. Like what she'll do is that she'll like jump up at them, like she's going to attack them, but then freeze right in front of them, not attack them. It's so funny though. Like she did that with the rooster the other day, and it was like hilarious. It's not like she's gonna attack him or anything. She knows they're scared of him, and she jokes around a lot. Although some things like she only attacks the things that are smaller than her. So if she finds a mice on the ground, yeah, say goodbye, little mouse. Really good if you have mice. You know, cats really do help. Yeah, scaring the chickens, something the cat enjoys and specializes in. She has an entire PhD in scaring chickens. Actually, as a matter of fact, she has an entire doctorate degree in scaring the chickens and also hunting mice. And also hunting dragonflies as well, for some reason. For some weird reason, she just enjoys hunting the dragonflies. Oh, she's in a weird place right now. I'm going to go over there and confront the cat. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to turn on my flashlight, and I'll show you in a second. Can't really tell if you can see, but she's in the frame right over there. I don't know if you saw that or not. She's just digging into the frame of the upstairs. Like, that's crazy. The cat's just like clawing through the frame of the upstairs. Like, just because there's unfinished framing there doesn't mean that you're allowed to sleep in that thing. I mean, you've already caused enough of a wreck upstairs. You've already knocked over like 3 containers of paper towels and toilet paper already while you've been living up here. And you probably already knocked down some other stuff as well. But it's okay. And another thing she does consistently is when I'm outside, she'll make a random meowing sound and just walk over. It's weird, but it's funny. And yeah, scaring the chickens is also her specialty. You know? She gotta love doing that. So yeah, you gotta love when she just scares the chickens away, man. Definitely the funniest thing ever that the cat does. Scare the chickens. She didn't really bother with the ducks since they never really escaped. And she goes everywhere, man. She doesn't go like everywhere. She generally stays in the farm. I mean, she'll occasionally go wander around for short periods of time, but then she'll return a couple short hours later, and then she'll go back outside. And then like I'd be randomly outside at like 12:30 p.m. and then the stupid cat is like just like waiting to go outside. Like, yo, it's 12:30. There's coyotes howling 30 feet from the house. I'm not letting you outside, cat. Yeah. Yeah, we don't sell the eggs. I mean, maybe in the future, once I'm able to like afford national shipping, that would be so much money shipping internationally. The eggs are okay. I definitely say selling eggs it's at least a somewhat business, especially if you sell them at a decent price. I know over here egg prices be like $7 a dozen or something like that, yo. Like crazy. Yeah. The egg prices over here have definitely calmed down since like back in March. And I was so close on making a video on that, but I just like failed to even like I recorded it and all, but no, I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna upload that. Why would I upload a video that's just trend hopping? But no, I've done trend hopping before and it's been okay. But if anybody has video ideas, please tell me in the chat, yo. I'm trying so hard to come up with original ideas. But for now, I just gotta keep recycling videos. Yeah, we only sell them locally, unfortunately. So I'm trying to not recycle videos, but yeah, I kind of have to. I'm probably going to put together a couple compilations, though. That's my goal, is to put together a few compilations over the course of the next couple days. The closest one I know is coming out on August 30th, and probably another one a couple days later as well, probably around Labor Day weekend. All right, so first day of school is a couple days. I'm not looking forward to it, bro. I can't be, just a quick little reminder, I got to get like a haircut in like an hour, so I'm not going to go any longer than like 65 minutes. So yeah, I don't, unfortunately. I mean, you can look, but I don't know anyone that sells or ships eggs nationally because yeah, egg prices suck, and farm eggs are so much better than store eggs, and I dare you to prove me wrong about that. They're just better, and that's not just defending our eggs. That's defending like anyone's eggs, man. Like all I got to do is just pull up to a farm stand, and you could definitely taste the difference. It's richer in flavor, and the egg yolk is a lot brighter or darker. I don't remember which one it was. And that means they're getting more vegetables, they're getting more grains and other stuff that chickens need because they're just like that. They just need that sort of stuff to survive, you know? So yeah. I'm trying to test out this new studio. I don't know how good the audio quality is though. You guys can tell me in the chat. How many eggs do I get a day? Right now on the farm flock I get none because those chickens are like 21 weeks old. In the pet flock I get about I don't know, maybe about I really want to say about like I have a couple of fake eggs that I'll occasionally collect and think that they're real eggs, but no, they aren't. I get like 3 to 6 eggs a day from the pet flock, real eggs. So I get about like maybe 4, 5 eggs average. That's what we typically get around here, but sometimes we get more, sometimes we get less. What's going on, Radio Jonas E Tasmania? Yeah, store eggs have no flavor. Yeah, they're light yellow. I mean, if you're in the city, it's just if you're in the city, that's basically your only choice, unless you're going to drive out to the countryside and pick up some eggs. But man, let me tell you, you could definitely notice the flavor when we had our first eggs here. Yeah, when we got our first eggs here, they were very tiny little chicken eggs. They were. I typically have 2 full-size chicken eggs, and these eggs were incredibly tiny. Like we're talking, like about like maybe a little bit over 1.5 inches long. They weren't that big, so instead of having 2, I'd have to have like 3 or 4 eggs. Sometimes if I want to get the average. So for those eggs, it would take me like 2 eggs to equal 1 full-sized egg. But nowadays, we get good eggs out there. Although occasionally, I will say, we will get an occasional tiny egg, like a really, really, really tiny egg. It's still a chicken egg. It's just when the chicken, I don't know how to explain it, but yes, it's still laid by a chicken. Yes, they're okay. There'll either be tiny little white or a tiny yolk or tiny both. That's typically what we have. 9 chickens and 6 turkeys. We have 38 chickens, and we used to have 3 ducks. We don't, unfortunately. We have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 1 parakeet. That's what we have. We're gonna get some cows, like maybe 3 in a couple of years once we get the entire place fenced in. And my goal is to probably get like a couple new ducks, specifically for content, because content equals more chickens and ducks. That's how we get the content over here. For guineas, I heard that guineas do a good job with tick control. Yeah, way far from the city. Yeah, farmers markets are a pretty good place to explore and check out innovative foods, vegetables, and other stuff. I'll tell you, the local farmers market does have some really good gems. So I'd recommend if you're like in a city and they have like a farmers market there, I'd recommend checking it out because they're going to sell you some really good stuff there. But I have heard that guineas have definitely do help a little bit with ticks and pests and like small insects. I really want to get some guineas for myself, but that's going to take a little bit of convincing since they're loud, apparently. Turkeys I kind of want to get, but I also kind of want to get turkeys in the future, but we're going to have to wait for that. I know for a fact we're not getting geese. That's one thing. Oh, by the way, if anybody wants to like hop up, the invite links up above. I'll tell you, we're never going to get geese. They're a little bit annoying, apparently, and they're unfriendly. And if one's broody, they do have the ability to bite off your finger. So no. Yep. Be sure to hit the like on your way in if you haven't already. It does go a long way, especially in the run of trying to reach 50 likes before, especially in the run of trying to reach 4,000 hours sometime before Halley's Comet passes by the next time. That'll be really cool, having it here before 2061. That would be really cool. All right. You might be back in a little bit. All right, that's cool. So yeah, if anybody wants to join up, I will drop it again in the chat really quickly. And yeah, if you guys didn't check out my 4-hour video, I'd recommend giving it a watch, at least a little bit of it. Or if you want, you can leave it on in the background, like while you're doing something or while you're sleeping, have it on like mute or something like that. I know some people have helped me out a little bit. I got like 25 hours off the video, which is cool. But like, yeah, it does definitely do a long way. Yeah, it does definitely go a long way in helping me reach the 4,000 hours. But unfortunately, it's not enough to keep up with the rapidly deteriorating watch hours over here. Yeah. So if anybody wants to join up, there it is. The invite link is simply there. And also, I'm going to try to do another chicken camera as soon as possible, maybe on Wednesday. But that's the first day of school, so I'm probably going to have to do something for that, man. It'll be a very sad stream, I don't want to go back. I want to still be in summer. It would just be so much better being back in summer, bro. Like, this summer went by too slow. Like, first day of school, August 23rd, last day of school, June 15th. That's not really a good balance, I only got like 50 or 60 days of summer. And a lot of those days, I spent editing or out with the chickies, which is a great way to pass time, as a matter of fact. Right. Hey, Renu. Yeah, I saw that. I'll tell you. The chickens were definitely a great way to pass time this summer. And I'll tell you one thing about that, man. The chickens, man, they go a long way. They're just simply like that. They helped me through getting some content out this summer, although there were a couple roadblocks. And I did spend a lot of the summer I did spend a little bit of the summer making sure they're safe, I did spend genuinely like 1/120th of the summer looking for chickens that were lost on the morning of the 20th, in the afternoon of the 20th, in the evening of the 20th. Yeah. We don't have turkeys, we have chickens. And as a matter of fact, we're getting 20 more chickens on Thursday. You know, we're getting actually 8 golden buffs, 6 green queens, and 6 Easter eggers. So that way they'll be ready to lay as soon as fall begins. And you know, I'd love to hatch out chickens again, but it's just simply not worth it, especially considering that you have a good chance of getting a rooster, and those roosters will try to overtake and dominate over each other. And it's hard to get rid of a rooster because people don't want them. So, yeah, just a quick little reminder. Once I'm off the stream, which I'll end it at about an hour, we're like 26 minutes in. I will be posting up my brand new video talking about how to hatch chickens. It's almost 8 minutes. And if you can't make it to the end, be sure to skip to the end and click on the end screen. That's what really goes a long way, is clicking on the end screen. So yeah. I don't have, unfortunately, I think there's only one chicken out in the farm flock that has a name, Puff. It's either a hen or a rooster. I'm conflicted. I'm between 70-30 being a hen or a rooster. 70% sure she's a hen, 30% sure she's a rooster. I can't really tell if she's a rooster or not. She has a bigger tail. She is very slightly bigger, but I looked up how to tell an Easter egg rooster from a hen, and apparently they'd have like differing like combs, and she doesn't really have her comb is just about the same size. Her neck feathers aren't like separate from the other white hen, from the other white Easter egger that is confirmed to be a hen. She clucks similar to those other chickens. I don't see how she could be a rooster. Like, all the evidence is stacking up against the claim that she could possibly be a rooster. Although there is a slight bit of evidence, like she is having a longer tail, but that's the only piece of constructive evidence that could potentially prove against her not being a rooster. That could prove her being a rooster. I mean, I'd like to go out there right now and show you, but I'm working on limited mobile data, and God knows if it'll actually work or not, because, you know, it's not been working recently. Yeah, I mean, you do have, I mean, that's a pretty interesting name for a turkey. I mean, yeah, I don't know how long you have turkeys for, if you're having them for pets or food. I don't know how long you have them if you're raising turkeys for food. I know if I were raising turkeys for food, I probably wouldn't give them a name. If I were raising them for pets, 100% giving them a name, man. Like with the meat chickens, they're only alive for like 10 weeks, so you don't give them names. But with like the pet flock and farm flock chickens, they're probably gonna be alive for at least like 2 or 3 years without any, if they died of natural causes. So yeah, see, if you raise them for pets, then I'd name them. Then I'd 100% name them. But if we're raising them for meat, I don't name things we raise for meat. That's a quick tip for anybody that's farming or learning how to farm. If you're raising animals for meat or expect to interact with them very little to none, then I'd recommend not naming them, because if something gets to them, you would be truly devastated. Or if you have to harvest them, you would be truly devastating. So yeah, it would be truly devastating to see something you name die, right? So I would definitely not recommend naming like chickens you know you're going to eat, or you know you're not going to have any contact to. So that's why we have a pet flock. You know, we hang out with the pet flock more often. They're closer to the house, and they live the greatest life ever. That's the one thing you gotta know. You gotta give your chickens the greatest life, or ducks, or whatever you're gonna like harvest food or anything in general. Yeah, I have no turkeys, so yeah. I mean, I'd like to get turkeys and all for pets, but I don't know how you tame them. Realistically speaking, like, I will try to get turkeys in the future, but first I just gotta focus on getting 4,000 hours. That's the one thing I'm trying to double down on getting right now. You know, is the 4,000. Yeah, it is a pretty good tip to make sure that you don't name animals you know are not gonna make it. So yeah, another quick piece of advice is give your chickens proper care if you're gonna be raising chickens. We were giving our chickens constant care, as a matter of fact. Like, we were giving a lot of the things you can't. In a lot of cities, you can't really have anything like chickens or ducks or anything like that in like suburban environments, or semi-urban environments, you can maybe have chickens, I think, but no roosters. And that's only for certain cities or towns. So yeah. What are you doing rolling around on the floor there? Yeah, my cat's rolling around on the floor. You're gonna fall down the stairs if you keep rolling around backwards. Yeah, my cat's sitting right at the foot of the stairs. And yeah. So I'll show you. If you guys want, I'll show you. Here. So yeah. That was my cat. Sitting right at the foot of the stairs where she shouldn't be, you know? That's what cats do. They go to places where they know they shouldn't be, but they go there anyways because why wouldn't they, You know? So yeah. I might do a short chicken camera live. But yeah. I am probably only gonna continue this for like maybe another like 30 minutes before I have a haircut, which should be good because school's coming up. So yeah. This channel's definitely enjoying. I don't really show my face because it's changing a lot, yo. Like, I look completely different than what I did when I started the channel, bro. If you want, I can show it occasionally, but I don't really show it, especially in lives. In long videos, maybe occasionally. But I think the last time I've integrated my face into a long video in a manner that makes it part of the video, especially, was probably like maybe May or June of 2021. If you want, I'll show you right now. No, that's me, bro. What I mean? Which is fine, I guess, but I don't really show it that often. I'm probably gonna wait till I'm like 16 or 17 to like show my face again like consistently. So maybe wait another year or two until I can start showing my face again consistently. Like I'll definitely do some appearances like in long video thumbnails, because for some reason thumbnails with faces get the clicks. Not for my case though. Not for my case. Absolutely not for my case. Thumbnails without my face get the clicks. Just look at my long videos, Although that one video on the chickens, though, that's an outlier. We don't talk about that one, though. So, yeah. All right, good. My cat's no longer rolling around upstairs, up on the foot of the stairs up there. So that's good. That's good. Because I don't really want my cat trying to fall down the stairs. Because, I fell down the stairs myself before. I'll tell you, it's not a pleasant experience. And no, it wasn't because I thought that I could strap a towel to my back and I'd automatically be able to fly. No, it's because I tripped. Tripping on stairs sucks. Maybe, possibly. I don't really know. I don't really know if I'd do that in specific, but it would be cool. Maybe. I do have a couple of product reviews coming up. I just got to order them on Amazon, and then I'll get them shipped to here. I actually got two, both of them on gardening tools, by the way. And I'm probably going to review them. And I also got another sponsorship that I got a lot of actually sponsorship deals, but I don't feel like getting them. But now I'm starting to actually get into sponsorship deals and stuff, because that might help me a little bit, So yeah, I might do some interviews with local farmers, but that would be a later day. I would have to I'd have to make sure I know what I'm doing for that one, because that one would require some script preparing and other stuff like that. And you already know how bad I am at scripting. How would it feel if I have to script an entire interview? That'd be bad. Yeah, reviewing products does help. Reviewing products does help a lot, as a matter of fact. I have seen some channels review certain products and they get a lot of views because people are are searching for that. You could literally genuinely make the most random video about a random product, just doing even just a certain thing on the product, like showing you how to shut down X thing, and then that video would automatically get a lot of video views because people are searching for it on Google, especially, or on YouTube search. So yeah, I think he's in the city, so I can't. I think he or she's in the city, so I can't really. I don't really know if they have turkeys or not, or if there's an avid viewer of the channel, because why wouldn't they be? So yeah. All right, good. You're not gonna fall down the stairs, I hope, right? Oh yeah, we got her a brand new collar the other day, and it's been definitely doing its job. Yeah, no pet wranglers live in Los Angeles County. Oh, that's Los Angeles is. I would definitely have some words about that city, bro. I've never been to it personally, but I've Heard a lot of bad things said about that city. I'll give you that. So yeah, can't have any pets in the city. Not even, for some apartments, not even dogs or cats. You're not allowed to have them because they're worried that they're gonna like leave stains all over their beautiful furniture that you're already paying like $2,500 a month to rent. So yeah. Fortunately, over here in the countryside, most apartments you are allowed to have pets. Not really chickens, just like pets, like dogs and cats and stuff. Because cats and dogs aren't that messy as long as you take them on a walk every now and then. What's going on, Big Feathers Farm? Started doing a late night stream. I'm sorry it's like 10 o'clock right now, but like I'm trying to get 4,000 hours over here so that way I can start earning a candy bar a month. That's what's going to help a little bit. But mainly it's probably going to be off like sponsorship deals, which is my hope. I thought you made your video on the chickens, the 5-hour video on like the chickens, and I saw that. And you told me that like the thermometer was extremely inaccurate at some points in the video because it was only like 100 degrees or like baked in the sun. I'll tell you. And also similarly to that, I am currently working on making a video on the trail cameras. I'm just too lazy to get out there on the ATV and plug all the cards out of the thing so I can put them in the computer and start editing the clips down and adding some music in the background. I gotta go out there and do stuff. But I've been working on summer math packets for the last week and a half. So I've been a little bit busy because, school's starting up on the 23rd. I'm just about done with it, though. That's my goal, though. My goal is to be done before, like, Wednesday. Yeah. See, that's my goal, is to get everything done before then. And then my compilation is estimated to come out around the 30th. It'll be the best video from the summer. And it'll show like a 1 or 2 minute clip or highlight of each video. It'll be absolutely nothing like my 4-hour video was like at all. But yeah, if you haven't, be sure to give that video a quick little watch, or maybe put it on the background. That definitely does go a long way. It's definitely like one of my most watch time heavy videos, which is cool. But I have a video with like almost 1,800 views and like almost 100 watch hours. So that was definitely my best performing in terms of watch hours. But in terms of like recent watch hours from this year, man, that video's top just about all my other videos. Because, my videos don't get views. They don't get any views, as a matter of fact. Although a couple of recent videos are starting to pick up in search, like videos talking about specific things in chickens that'll be trending during certain events, like hurricanes and maybe severe weather seasons. That sort of stuff is definitely going to be trending every now and then. So, yeah. Yeah, the video just took a lot of time to be able to download all those videos in full quality. You see, I was going to originally what I was originally going to do was like download the videos directly from YouTube Studio, but first video I downloaded, it was an incredibly low quality, only like 360p or something like that. So I had to like spend a lot of time looking for third-party software that I could use to download the video. So that way it would actually download in a decent quality and wouldn't suck. What's going on, Old Man King Homestead? Welcome into the chat. I was in your live for I think about almost an hour there. Although I did fade in and out at the end because like I was working on a video and all. But it did come right back there at the end. What's going on, Bugging Homestead? Oh, I absolutely just slaughtered your name. I'm so sorry, man. I know you're always the threat in Old Man King Homestead's lives. They're very funny. Yeah. Yeah, hatching some chicken eggs is definitely my biggest goal. I want to do it again. I had a good time with it, but I'm gonna have to wait a little bit, until I can actually trust that my chickens are gonna do a good job. They go broody at the most random times of the year. Like it could be freaking January, and Cute is going broody. You see, Loudmouth goes broody for like 2 days at a time in like May and June. But like, yeah. So yeah, what's going on, everyone in the chat that just came in? Sorry for missing you guys. Oh, that was a nice voice crack. Sorry for missing you guys. I have been trying to skim through messages that I missed occasionally. I know that I do a terrible job at skimming through messages, but yeah, I gotta get out of it. Yeah, got school tomorrow. Yeah, let's get myself to the 4,000 hours sometime before 2061. Yeah, I have school starting up on Wednesday, which is gonna suck, but I gotta start going to bed at like 9:30, which means no late night streams for me. Because I have to be up for 5, a whopping 5 a.m., That's not gonna be good. But, I spend like 20 minutes preparing myself something for breakfast, which is typically like a bagel and a yogurt. Say bye to the chickies, give them all a nice little pet, get on the bus, and I'm like first here. I'm literally like first being picked up, so it's gonna suck. The bus comes at like 5:40 something. First period starts at like 7. Last period's at like 1:30. So I do get out early. Yeah. All right, you gotta go to bed. All right, cool. Yeah. Good luck to anybody that starts school in a couple days, especially for me. That's gonna suck, But at least I have some time to get home, do a little bit of homework, do a little bit of recording, and in the winter, expect more voiceover videos. So style of videos like the duck video and the day 1 versus day 1,000 chicken video, expect those more consistently in the winter, because those are what I'm going to have time for. But I'm hoping and praying that it's not going to be like last school year, where I told you my upload schedule will be bad in the winter, and that my upload schedule would be like one short a day for multiple months. And I kept on teasing them to come back. But then by the time May rolled around, we started getting more of that cool stuff. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, don't miss school days. I know there's going to be kids in my class that are going to be skipping because they think they're menaces, They think they're so cool by hiding out in the bathroom and skipping, their classes. I know you guys want to skip your high honors English, but I know it might be a boring class, but at least go to it so that way you know what you're doing in that class and get a good grade. Don't skip it. I don't skip classes. I would never skip classes, as a matter of fact. I pay attention in all my classes so I can get good grades and actually graduate. Other kids think they're menaces for skipping classes, which if you're one of those kids, please fix yourself up a little bit. Because it's so, I don't really care though, because it's not me though. That's not the big deal. Yeah, I gotta make sure I don't miss the school days, Because 5 in the morning, man, I've been waking up at like 10, 11 a.m. recently. Actually, I've been a little bit better at waking up at like 8:30 and 9, which is definitely a little bit better. But I do occasionally have those days where I will sleep into almost noon, but I've done a really good job in not sleeping in past noon, like you did on one of those days back in July. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, school's not the most enjoyable. Oh, I'm gonna cough. Oh my god, there's so much dust up here, bro. I mean, like, yeah, skipping school is like, I mean, you might want to skip school, but yeah, like just because you have just because you got to like some games to attend to doesn't mean you can't just do it when you get home. Like you get home at like 2 o'clock. That's not that big a deal. But I mean, like, hey, at least I'm gonna be one of the first to get off the bus, which gives me at least like an hour extra of recording time. So yeah, I might, as a matter of fact, actually start actually getting some editors in the winter when there's like barely any recording time for me, because that's gonna suck. It's gonna suck in the winter when like I have no recording time. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, but recording time, no fun. In the summer, I get all the time in the world to record. Like I could just wake up, get out of bed, go out there, record the chickens, go in, fix up myself a nice glass of either some like nice little coffee or something like that. No, I don't drink coffee. I'm joking. Like hot chocolate and stuff like that. Sit in front of the computer, edit some things. Oh, in terms of hens, Abro, maybe? You might consider Abro a mean hen, but she's in charge, so yeah. But she is definitely one of the friendliest hens, as a matter of fact, around us. If we're talking about being mean around hens and other hens and roosters, then Abro would 100% suit that. More like 60% suit that. Because I've seen her around other chickens just fine. Like her and Fluffball are definitely very great friends. But then, what's it called? Like, but then again, if we're talking about roosters, oh, Falcon exists. He destroyed a nice, good old pair of jeans a while ago on December 29, 2022, which is not good. Not good at all. Like, I paid $20 for those. Like, you can pay $20 for a nice pair of jeans, and then your rooster goes in and rips it to pieces. That right there is why some people trim their rooster spurs, but then they grow back, so that's unfortunate. Yeah. So I have had a mean rooster before. Actually, Waldo was a little bit mean during the summer of 21, but he was getting used to being his rooster. So that's why he was a little bit meaner that summer. But well, in his last days, he was definitely doing really good. Yeah. That's all I got to say for mean chickens. But if we're talking about nice chickens, I could go on and on about nice chickens, man. We have some really good chickens in the pet flock that are just the friendliest things to talk about. Yeah. My 20s, bro. I once got a comment on one of my shorts that says, "Stop making videos about chickens and go feed your family." That's literally one of the comments I once got on my short. So I had to explain to them how I'm still in school. As a matter of fact, I'm like still in high school, so I had to explain to them about that, bro. I think that was a little while ago, though. I think that was a couple months ago now. So yeah, that would suck. Knowing that they would thinking that they get a nice little reaction out of me, but then I gave to them the cold hard truth. So yeah, being back in school soon, that's gonna suck. That's just gonna suck. That's gonna suck royally. And I mean royally because recording time is gonna be limited for me, as I was already explaining a little bit earlier. I said for a long time, recording time is gonna suck. It's gonna really badly suck. Oh boy. I am not neither of those. I just record videos on my parents' farm with their chickens and talk about them. Because, when you're the oldest, you gotta have some information. You gotta know some information. And before I started the channel, I got the nice scoop about the chickens, did my fair share of research. If I'm covering a topic that I can't explain visually, I do my fair share of research. And even if I'm not scripting the video, you might have saw my video last night where I talked about the other chickies. But then we talked about the Easter eggers and other green-laying chickies. But that's one thing I'll say about that, man. They're just like that. I did a little bit of research for that to come up with all my ratings. But I did finally get to that, which was, yeah. I did finally get up to that point, though, where I could finally be able to balance that all out. So, yeah. So, it did take a little bit to research, but it did get it out. And because I didn't have a lot of, if you guys don't know something, you want to explain something, especially farm related, you got to do your fair share of research, and I got to do mine as well. Because I only have one olive egger, and I've only had experience with one olive egger, so I had no experience with olive egger roosters, so I had to do my research on that, That's what it's about, it's getting the research done and all. So, yeah. I know, a lot of people agree with that statement. And although it is somewhat true, on other days, that is absolutely not true. On other days, I'm not motivated at all to do videos, and on other days, I'm excited to get home and film videos. Early last year, I knew if I, here, I'll tell you a quick little story. Back in summer of 2022, I posted a video, right? I posted my video talking about how to raise chickens in the suburbs. And you want to know what I did with that video? I purposefully made it the most visually appalling video, the most visually appalling thumbnail, with the most visually appalling visuals in the video. And I purposefully did that to see how far the YouTube recommendation would go. And guess what? It became one of my most viewed videos, which got me thinking, yeah, I can come home and film whatever I want and it would do good. But then, shorts happened and I got addicted to posting shorts because I knew I'd created a feedback loop where I'd get new subscribers, new views just about every day. And in November, man, that was the highest point of the school year, especially for me. My emotional state back in November was my lowest. So yeah, that was definitely my lowest point in life was November 2022. But at least I knew when I came home, I had a successful channel I could post a short on. But then that one video, but then my Thanksgiving dinner video absolutely blew it all out of proportion. That video didn't get any results. And then I did the 12 days of the chicken, which was my attempt at going back into YouTube again, doing it in full videos again. But then that didn't go well. I mean, I did get some decent views on some of those videos. That was it, And then I didn't post anything for a long time, January, February, March. April, I posted 2 entire videos. But then in May, I decided I'm going to go back and actually start doing videos now. And here we are now. The only break I ever took was when I lost my GoPro. And that was not an intentional break. That was me being lazy. That was just me looking for my GoPro. So I had to keep making low-quality shorts for a couple days. But they were, at least somewhat. But I need somebody to answer this question for me. I don't know why, but all my shorts, if it has a second blow up, will almost likely reach 5,000 views, but it won't get anything more than that. Nothing more than 5K. I am soft block from reaching anything more than 5,000, which is why I'm trying to do the post chicken video until one of them gets 10,000 views challenge, which I'm already slacking behind on, you know? Oh, we've been doing this for 50 minutes. Oh, wow, that's going crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are some short extremes on the channel. Like, yeah, there's definitely been a couple times in the channel where it's just been blowing up. And I'll tell you what, when I hit 700 subscribers, that was the tipping point for my success. Actually, it might have been 660 was the tipping point. 663. Yeah, that was it. It was 663 right after I posted that cat short that blew up almost immediately. That was the tipping point. That was when I started actually trying to achieve a goal. And then I reached a new 100 every week. And then it took me like 2 days to go from 900 to 1,000. And then my best was that time frame. There's that time frame in between reaching 1,000 and reaching 1,500. But then once I reached 1,500, no good results. Absolutely none of those stuff. Although one thing that did boost my motivation was the performance on one of my chicken shorts that got 5,500 views. But then I couldn't match that until recently. Then they've been doing good. So yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the stream in like 9 minutes. But let's make this last 9 minutes count. Everybody in the chat still. So yeah, if anybody wants to show up into the chat, I'll post the invite link again. I'll post it again because it's getting drowned out, you know. And try to keep you guys in the loop of things. There it is. There's the invite link. If anybody wants to come up and make these last like 9 or 8 minutes count, be sure to come up and let's make it count. You know, got to make it count for the watch hours. And if anyone's catching the replay, be sure to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Just a quick little reminder. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out on the guests window there. So yeah, that was my ultimate goal. Yeah. So yeah, if anybody hasn't yet, be sure to. It's just something it's a little nitpicky. And I know everybody tells you to hit the like button. And I know it's annoying. And in my long videos, I always forget to. And that's probably one of the biggest mistakes I make. There was I think there's 2 call to actions in my latest video. I'm trying to improve it. One call to action at the beginning where I did a close-up of a chicken saying, Chicka wants you to subscribe. And then at the end, I did an end screen call to action where I was like, if you want more content like this, click on this video on the screen. That was my call to action at the end. Well, it wasn't the greatest. It didn't explain what the video was about and what to expect. And I just tipped something over and stubbed my toe at the same time. Sucks. Yeah. It's hard to remember that stuff sometimes. It's just really that hard sometimes, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm always like that. I typically like the video from subscribed channels or content that I agree with before I even begin the video sometimes. It's just muscle memory, you know? It's just muscle memory to like a video that has a title that you can agree with or is from someone you subscribe to. It's muscle memory for me. Yeah. My success is starting to, like, pick up again. Like, yeah, I'd definitely be doing a little bit better than I was prior to this day, but it could definitely be doing a bit better, though. I try to focus on long videos, but then Shorts tries to drag you in. And let me tell you, it did for a long time. My Shorts did nothing, probably because of my consistency. That's why I couldn't reach any more than 1.9K for a long time. My consistency was lacking. I'll tell you what, I barely watch Shorts. The only time I watch it is if I'm extremely bored with nothing to do, and I've already checked on the chickens like 80,000 times. Or if I'm looking for some form of inspiration for what I should add to a short. So yeah. 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 Yeah, you can always remove it. It's not like a permanent decision. And same with subscribers as well. You can remove those. It's not a permanent decision. Memberships, if I were to do memberships, you'd have like 1 or 2 months at the most if you want to cancel it at any time. I mean, I might do memberships. I might. Probably will, though. And I'll have all the other monetization things like shopping and stuff like that enabled. My goal is to do memberships. That's my goal. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to do memberships with like pretty cool perks. Like you get some like pretty cool custom emojis and custom things like that. So yeah, that's probably going to be my goal, is to do all that sort of stuff in the future. So yeah. I'll tell you what, my channel didn't get any views from shorts. And then when it did, oh boy, that was the tipping point, you know. So yeah. Got 2 shorts up. I don't know how good they've done. I haven't yet checked them out. I'll probably check them out once the live is over though. For me, shorts have been a pretty good road to success. But at the same time, they've also been the most fatal mistake in recorded history. I mean, there's been a couple times where I wish I could just like go back in time and say post a short on this day. And my success would probably be a little bit more long term, but you know, oh well. I don't really care that much. At this point, all I care about is my fans and not like building any new ones. At this point, I'm just focusing dead in and getting 4,000 hours. That way, I can like build the greatest possible videos for you guys. Because I'm just build the truth. Right now, I have better things to spend my money on. Like instead of like a better microphone or a better PC setup or something like that. Yeah. For me, I did a lot of experimental editing. My first video editing software sucked. My second video editing software sucked even more, but that was the one I was stuck with for like almost 2 years. My third video editing software is great. My fourth video editing software, the one I use right now, is okay. It charges you, like, you already pay $80 for the editor, but then it charges you an extra $20 a month to use some more features inside of it. And it's very slow. It makes my computer lag when I'm exporting stuff, but what do you expect? You're exporting something. But I'll say, yeah, I try to make my videos at least somewhat funny, you know. But my humor is got to be the most driest thing ever. I don't think I really don't really tell that many jokes. So I try to at least give the video some form of information and other stuff like that. Yeah, over the course of the last hour, I've basically inhaled a lot of dust, which has definitely helped dusting out this room. But at the same time, it sucks. So yeah, I at least try. I at least try to make my videos at least somewhat good. Even though I know the success won't come in overnight. I always at least try. So yeah, you guys shouldn't be in that mentality that if you don't get any views, it sucks. So yeah. Yeah, I try at least. My shorts are like very complex, and not really complex, they're compound is what I meant to say. You have to fit as much into a short of a video as possible. And I have to tell you one thing. I've been dreading making a 60-second short for the longest time because my voice. Want to know why? Because it's been hard. Because, well, I do have a decent attention span. It'll be really hard to do that many retakes and all that sort of stuff. I've already spent 30 minutes working on some 10-15-second shorts. And although they do much better, I'm not good at keeping people's attention, so it sucks. If you guys want, you can offer me some tips in making better shorts like that. But my humor is as dry as just about any lake in California back in 2020. I'll give you that. That's one thing. That's how dry my humor is. Or that's how good I am at keeping people's attention span. I use paid editors like Filmora. That's the only paid editor I've ever used. I used CapCut for like 2 months. Then I used Microsoft Video Editor when that was still a thing. Yeah. So that's the sort of stuff I use for my videos. Is like the paid version of Filmora is at least somewhat decent. Like you don't get a big watermark that covers up 80% of the screen, which I've only had like one other video with a watermark in it, I think. So yeah, that is definitely something I'd enjoy doing, is making more videos. I'm going to try to keep the daily upload streak as good as I can possibly keep it without tipping it over. And also, I've been trying to promote my long videos just about everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you one thing, I just suck at keeping people's attention. That's the main reason why I don't do long shorts. I'll tell you one thing. On my most viewed short, the swipe through rate is like 50% of people stayed, 50% swiped away. On a good day, it's like 61%. On a bad day, it's like 39%. And I'll tell you, that one landscaping video I did about chickens and grass, I actually expected that one to hit for some reason. I spent a little bit of time working on that one. I actually thought it would be the one that blows up, but even though it did have a swipe rate of like 73%, it just did nothing. Yeah. Yeah. And also captions are a big thing. For some reason, if you put captions into your shorts, they automatically perform 10x what they would without the captions. For whatever reason, it's just like that, you know? Like they just got to perform 10x with captions in. So I try my best to keep people's attention, maybe adding some eye-catching filters or something like that, or at least try to make my YouTube intros be able to be repurposed in some form of short content like that. So yeah, as I said, make the last 8 minutes count, and we're at an hour, which means I probably got at least 2 hours of watch time, since I have at least a couple concurrent viewers. That's gonna be it for the stream. I gotta go get myself a nice little haircut and get myself ready for the school year. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Wish me luck in reaching 4,000 hours so I can get some better parts for my computer. And be sure to check out the 4-hour video. If you can't watch it all at once, which I doubt anyone will, be sure to put it on in the background. That would be the big thing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm ending. That's it.